I think we're live. Hello, gorgeous. Happy Wisdom Wednesday. I am so excited that you are here. Y'all, full transparency, I have tried like 3 times to create this video and something wonky has happened every single time. So that makes me super committed to sharing the information because for whatever reason, it is not trying to get out there to you, okay? In this video, I'm sharing the top 3 mistakes that I made on my personal growth journey to get me where I am right now. Now, many of you have been rocking with me for a really long time, so you know me. You've actually seen the transformation in real time as I've had this glow up. And what I've noticed is all of these outside eyes, and I don't want you just scrolling by being like, oh, just another life coach. I am not just another life coach. In addition to my certification, I also have 3 degrees, 15 years of clinical experience, and I've created my own strategies and frameworks to help you collapse time and create the life that you desire. So I share my scars, I show you my failures so that you can see that recovery and healing is possible and that you still have the potential to create the life that you want. Okay. So grab a pen and tag a friend because we are about to dive into this stuff. Okay. I got my notes and old school notes. Don't judge me. Okay. Number 1, I put the needs of everyone else in front of my own. And I know somebody's like, oh, yeah, me too. And I don't want you to fault yourself for this because if you're anything like me, from a very young age, you're taught to care for other people. It's a way to be benevolent, to be a good Christian person. It's like you take care of everybody else. The problem is when we start to do this in every aspect of our lives all the time. So in our family relationships and romantic relationships, in the corporate office with our friends, we start to put everybody else's needs in front of us. And so we teach people that the back burner is where we go. It's you're being amicable, you're being nice, you're being caring, you pick up all the dropped balls, you become the superhero. Like that is a thing. And so what ends up happening is you feel stretched too thin, you feel taken for granted, you feel overlooked, you feel all of these horrible things. And people are like, what are you talking about? You always do that. Yeah. And so you get to learn to speak up for yourself. You get to learn that your feelings matter too. What I recognize is I was kind of bartering this. Oh, well, I don't want them to be uncomfortable. I don't want them to be upset or sad. And as a result, I was uncomfortable. I was upset. I was sad. Right. So it's okay to speak up for yourself. It's okay to cause a little bit of discomfort for someone else, especially when something truly matters to you. So we get to unlearn that habit. If you're doing that, stay tuned because I got a way to help. Okay. Number 2, I constantly needed outside validation. Constantly. Like I needed people to be like, you're doing a good job. You're doing great. I see you. You're that girl. It was this fear of not presenting as perfect. And I know a lot of it was having unrealistic expectations for me as a kid. And I grew up projecting those unrealistic expectations onto other people. Like imagine living your entire life and not being able to make a mistake. Like the first time you make a mistake, off with their head. That's what happens when we don't allow people to be human, to have some flaws, to have some errors. Oftentimes those flaws, those errors, those imperfections, the little freckle beside your eye, the little mole, the little wiry gray hair, those are the things that make you the most unique, the most beautiful. Like who wants to be a part of a simulation where everything is the exact same? Like y'all pick up on that later, but like seriously, it's okay to not be perfect. That perfection, that fear of failure, that fear of being like not like quite right hold you back. I can't tell you how many opportunities that I said no to or how many times I wanted to learn or try something new, but I was afraid that people might laugh at me. I was afraid that I might not do well at it. And then this, facade, this brand of being perfect that I had created would be ruined. Yeah. On their deathbed in a lifespan study, they're on their deathbed, people regret working too hard and not having enough adventure, not taking enough risk. And I'm not telling you to go out and do something that could be detrimental to your health or that could be life altering or ending. But I do say that you take risk, you try new things, and you live. Don't just survive, live. Okay. And then the third thing is I spent a lot of time waiting on permission. Permission to be myself, permission to chase my passion, permission to change careers, permission to break up with somebody. Like I needed a reason. I needed someone to be like, you have my blessing. Nobody's giving you permission for any of that, sis. Nobody. Why? Because it's outside their scope of understanding. It's like asking for directions for somebody who's never been out of their front yard. Why are you asking directions from somebody who's never been where you're going? Why do you need their blessing? It is your life. You get this one great, big, incredible opportunity to live, to grow, to learn, to experience things. And we spend it in our own small towns, or we go a city over and we do this conveyor belt on this rigmarole of the same thing every single day because we're afraid of disappointing someone or not presenting as perfect. So many of us hold the same jobs because we're competent at that. And this is what we're good at. And stepping outside of that scope might make us look less intelligent. We cannot judge a fish on its ability to climb a tree. Pointless. Two different areas of genius. Like it's your responsibility to grow. It's your responsibility to push your edges and exit your comfort zone. But if you're waiting on permission, no one's going to give you that. And it's not because they're jealous. Lots of times it's because they're afraid. They don't want you to be embarrassed. They don't want you to be hurt. They don't want you to outgrow them. They don't want you to leave them behind. They don't want to know what they don't know. But knowing what you don't know, like recognizing that there's so much potential, that there's so much opportunity is game changing. Seriously, my life began to thrive the moment that I stopped seeking permission to be who I know I was created to be. I said the other day, every day you get that opportunity to step forward into growth and to possibility and into potential, or to shrink back into safety and hide. I'm choosing growth, and I hope that you will too. So I am super passionate about this stuff. Y'all can see I'm gassed, right? So over the summer, I created 3 programs. One program to teach you what boundaries are and like the overview of why they're important and the 5 types you absolutely need if you want to be happy and successful in life. And then the second program to break down exactly how to set a boundary. Like, how do you do it? Top to bottom, rooter to tutor. I'm teaching you everything, right? And then the third program about overcoming people pleasing, about why we do it, about why we have to unlearn it, and exactly how to do that. The programs were stellar, like amazing audio trainings, and I have bundled them all together, and I'm calling it the Blueprint. This is going to be your foundation. Like, roll it out. When you start here, you can do anything. You are unstoppable. When you remove somebody else's power to tell you like exactly what to do and exactly how you're supposed to move, and you're able to set boundaries with yourself first and then with other people, you can create, you can attain anything in this life. And so if you would like the Blueprint, I'm going to drop the link below. I have regular pay, easy pay, and then there's opportunities for you to collab and work with me one-on-one so that we can navigate this program together. I want you to see change in your life, and I'm willing to help you. All you got to do is take the first step. Click the link. If what you were doing was work assist, you wouldn't still be watching this, and you wouldn't keep coming back to my profile, and you wouldn't keep doing all these things. You don't need another quote from Pinterest or another quote from my timeline to change your life. You need to take action. Tough love, but it's true. I love you. I want the best for you. I cannot wait to see the amazing things that you do with this great big life that you've been granted. And I really, really look forward to playing a part. Have an excellent Wednesday, and we'll talk soon. Bye, girl.